Hello, hello, hello. Now the music is quiet. I mean, it's supposed to be chill. Sorry, I'm like very tired. I woke up from sleeping because I took a lot of medicine because I'm getting sick. Ugh, why do I get sick? Yeah. Hello. I think it's just the weather is getting to me. Yeah. Hello. Not sleeping pills, hopefully. I'm not tired. No. It's just medication for the sick. Did medicine help at all? I don't know. I did close my windows. I have like this heater thing that I put at my feet because sometimes I can't feel my feet because I get so cold. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Something probably is going around. Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. Well, that's not good. I don't have a space heater. I just got one. Yeah. My body heat is usually pretty hot, but I'm right by a window. Like, that's why if you hear stuff, it's because I'm literally right by a window. So it's really freaking, yeah. It certainly shouldn't be a erratic sleep schedule, I know. I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow for a meeting too. So that's why this might not be the longest stream ever. It is very hard being on a schedule with other people. Like, other time zones and stuff. Yeah. It sucks. That's why I'm like up. Ah! Shoto! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Hold on! Jesus! Oh my god! Shut up! Damn! What the fuck? Chill. Sorry, I'm playing. It's a VISCERA cleanup detail. That's what we will be playing today. Yeah. Just some chill VISCERA cleanup detail. This used to be a game I played a lot about. I used to play a lot. Also, thank you, Nemesis.
Hi, Coni.
Hi.
Sending lots of vitamin D and antibodies your way telepathically.
I need it.
Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Boing. Yeah. I love VISCERA cleanup detail. This is like a cozy game for me, for real, for real. Alright, let me get, let me just, what? Let me just get into the damn game. And then, we get to go away. I've never beaten D, haha, oh, shut up. I've never actually beaten, never actually beaten a game of this. Like I just usually just fuck around and then I just exit the game. That's how I play. Hello. Hello. Here we go. Mr. Cleanup Detail. Resume. Yeah. Thank you, Flutterbox.
It's hard being cool all the time. How do you do it?
Shut up. Hey, you smiled when you said you're like I know you did. You were like when you said I know. Yeah, this is Mr. Cleanup Detail. Probably not gonna get very far, but it's more of like a Zatsu game with like some shit that I can do. I don't know. I like it. It's chill. It's cozy. Who's on top of your head? I don't know. A little buddy of mine. A little buddy of mine. Yeah. Little buddy old pal. Little buddy old pal. Pretty high def for a Chilla's game. Hey. I saw the new Chilla's game. Like, what is it called? Like, Kidnapped? And I was like, man, I better just avoid this. If I was like, man, I think I just avoid this one. I think, I don't know. I think I'm good, you know? I think I'm good. Hello. potion. You gotta put like little pellets and shit in here. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I'm in a bad mood. Not really that much. I was before. I got a freaking... I went to get a damn coffee. Coffee. And, like, it was, like, really cold out and stuff. And I fell and I spilt it a little. It pissed me off. And, like, I was, like, embarrassed because, like, there were people that, like, probably saw. I was like, damn it. So, yeah. It does suck. Hey! That shit away. Yeah. Clumsy. Slam your desk, that helps me, so true. No, I don't know why, but I like took a nap after because I don't know, I was like, ugh. But wait, this place is not that dirty. What the hell? I took a nap and I just like chilled. Is this supposed to be dirty? This place is clean. What am I doing? I queued into the clean zone. Queued into the clean zone. I really did. The businessmen saw everything? I hope so, and I hope they would pick me up and give me a kiss on the head. Damn. Job's done. I don't even need this game. I mean, oh no, it's not clean. It's not clean. See? You clean it up. No coffee to wake me up, that's why I fell asleep. Maybe. Maybe. Scrub. Watch out, somebody's on fire outside. Let it happen. Somebody's on fire. Somebody's burning to death. Yeah. Do you ever like to play any of these games? Oh, Jesus. Like snap. Do you like to play any of these games? Are they cozy for you? I like this. I like the house thing. Somebody recommended me. I don't know why, but for some reason, some like donation things don't pop up for me, and I have no idea why. And I was trying to look back at all the donations people like sent, and some of them just straight up don't pop up. I don't know why. But somebody recommended me Teardown. Teardown doesn't really work on my PC. I think I tried it and it got fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, I love House Flipper. I love games like this. VISCERA Cleanup Detail is one of like the main games I really like to play. But yeah. I've never played co-op VISCERA Cleanup Detail. I didn't know it was a thing until I saw like VTubers play it together. I was like, wait, what? Go in there. No, it won't go in there. Whatever. Yeah. Wouldn't it be awful if they put a scary monster in one of these levels? I'd be freaking pissed. I'd be pissed off. I've never played co-op. You played VISCERA co-op with your friend? Doesn't it have like 50-player co-op? I feel like that's gonna make you get like the footprints everywhere, no? I feel like it's more harm than good, huh? Yeah. But I hope everyone's having a nice day, nice night. So I am not doing like voice acting stuff, or like doing the House of Fata Morgana. I just I don't know. That's just a bit too much for my throat, and I really don't want to fuck it up if I'm like actually sick. Oh, I think I soft locked the game. Yeah. I like doing as they say, Zatsu, just chatting. Get the fuck in there! Yeah. It's nice. I hope you like it too. I like it with the little jazz. We just chill out, have a good time. Good stankin' time. I wanna say stank you, smelly much. Ever heard that one? Classic. Yeah. That garbage block. It won't move! It won't move! Help me! Help me! Yeah. So classy today. I'm a classy lady. That's why when we go to the restaurant, when you take me out to the restaurant, we don't go to Red Lobster. We don't go to Olive Garden. We go to Le Fond Chanfond, and you get me all the lobsters, and you put a ring. No, not lobster. Maybe lobster. Lobster and what are they called? Fucking oysters. And then at the end of the night, you put a wedding ring in one of the oysters, but I slurp it up and I accidentally swallow it in front of you. Applebee's. Yeah. Jesus. I never understood that stuff. Do people actually put rings and shit like that? That's such a bad idea. I want to like believe that's just a movie thing. Cause if get in there. Get in there. Get it. Stop. Remove. Cause I feel like they put it in the wine or the champagne or whatever. That's crazy. That's craziness. People do because movies. I never understood also getting like a really nice ring. Oh, I sound like so fucking stupid for this. That one otaku, thank you. I'm gonna sound like they're gonna be like you're gonna be like I don't know. You're gonna like get mad at me. But I don't understand getting a really nice wedding ring. I don't understand that. In my opinion, it's either you get one passed down, obviously, which is like a nice gesture, or you get like I don't know, because I feel like that shit gets lost all the time. Am I crazy? Like I feel like that shit's gonna get lost. Like I'm scared to have that. I'm scared to have that. That shit's gonna get lost. Like with me, I lose everything. That's scary. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I lost it, I would feel like shit. I would feel awful. I really would. Like, I'd feel terrible. Like, what am I gonna do? God. You're trying to upstairs. I'm being real. Like, the thought of that scares me. Because what is it? The other day, I accidentally had my phone in the refrigerator. Like, I don't know. Isn't it attached to your finger at all times? No, because doesn't it get rusty and then you have to do things like you have to clean dishes and like I don't want that ring on my finger when I'm cleaning dishes and shit. How? I don't know. I think I set it down, so that's why I'm like I don't want that shit. Like I'm not saying I don't want a nice ring, but it doesn't have to be like this is 20K carats, diamonds. Sylvester Stone. Like, I don't, like, that's craziness. That's too much. That's too much. I don't know. You ever put your phone down in the fridge for a sec? Sylvester Stone. I was thinking of Sylvester Stallone and, like, I don't know why that just came out. But yeah. No wife of mine does the dishes. I take care of the kids. I cook. I clean. What does she do? She gets to sit on her phone and drink energy drinks. I love her. She has no activities or hobbies. She just hangs out. Oh, it fell. Yay. Oh, shit. Get in there. Real, though. What do I want to do? I want to go on a road trip. I want to go hiking. And I want to sit on my phone. I'm coming more to terms with the fact that I want to sit on my damn phone sometimes. Saw a Costco ad lately for a 19K diamond bracelet after 2K off? Yeah, okay. I just had a donathon, but you guys didn't get me a wedding, like ring, like I'm kidding. No. I don't like the idea of having like one thing that's like incredibly expensive. Like obviously you're gonna be like, but you paid $750 for a boob bounce pad. I'm talking about like more than $2,000 is scary to me. More than $2,000 is a little frightening. It is. That's a little like spectacular to me. I will never lose the mouse pad. No. Oh, it didn't fall. Also, thank you. Thank you. You ever see people put that stuff on throne? I need to put like I need to put like I need to put human organs on my throne so I can resell them for a profit. The Q100 is 10K. The Q100 is worthwhile if you're making quite a bit of money and you have a good area for that. But other than that, it's kind of about your space that you have the ASMR microphone in, and it's about how you set it up. I do think it's very good. The sound quality is very good, but a lot of it is based on your like space, your area. Just in my opinion. It is higher quality, and it's also like how it like sits down and stuff. But you need, yeah, if you're gonna spend 10K on something, you need a room for it too. But you can I believe in Japan, you can just rent those. Based on what? My cock. You wanted me to say that? Okay. But yeah, a business expense. Hey, manager, can I get a $10,000 microphone? Like, also, Sarso, thank you. What? You wouldn't think I would say that? Huh? What? I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? Based on what now? Based on who? Based on what? Based on when? There might be complications for you if you give me your spine. Yeah, but here's the cool thing. If you give me your spine, you don't have to do anything ever again, okay? You get yourself a nice chair and you sit in there like putty, and you can be on your phone all day. That way you have a reason to be on your phone all day, right? So true. So stupid. Living the dream. No. I don't want to be on my phone all day. I want to walk around. I think this thing is... Oh. Alright, put that down. Yeah. Oh yeah, have you guys seen the new Peter Griffin in Fortnite? Peter Griffin in Fortnite? Y'all seen Peter Griffin in Fortnite? Peter Griffin? Fortnite Peter Griffin? I am disappointed. I am disappointed. I am so upset. Why did they make him muscular and not fat? It's like when I found out that guy, you know that meme guy? King of Queens meme guy, Kevin James, is that his name? Kevin James, I don't know. He got skinny. And I know it's like good for him and stuff, but some people were meant to be fat or chubby. And when I see them not like that, it's like it's on par with when people are like, damn, this celebrity gained weight. For me, it's like, damn, this celebrity lost weight. Like, they're not supposed to look like that. You know? Look it up. He's not supposed to look that way. Jonah Hill? Yeah, Jonah Hill too. Really? It was like crazy. I'm a chubby chaser? I don't know. I just care about healthiness and I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I'm not like too against it or anything. I don't have like a super crazy preference. Obviously, you know, there's gonna be like a line somewhere, but I don't have a super crazy preference exactly. Exactly. Not exact. Belly size doesn't matter. Men, listen up. If your arms are bigger than your stomach, you're not fat. Have you seen a thing? Maybe this is just from the Adam Friedland show I was watching, but they got Chet Hanks on. Fucking love Chet Hanks so much, very funny guy. And he was like, here's my truth. If a woman's boobs go out further than her gut, she's not fat. And in a way, I'm like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's not wrong in a way. Kinda true. No. It does check out. Chet Hanks is funny. I was obsessed with the White Boy Summer when he was like going crazy about it. Sounds like it's over for me. It's over. It's over. I have a cobbler's chest. Got cobbler's chest. Can't do nothing about it. It's over. Those poor porches. Do you know what cobbler's chest is? That's the indent thing, yeah. Built-in cup holder, yeah. Oh, go. She has a chest. The opposite. It's called a pectus? I know a lot of men actually have it. I know, what is it? Ludwig has it? But I know a lot of men actually have it. It's like a little indent. Yeah. You want to know how the cheese fries joke ends? It doesn't, because I couldn't think of anything, and I just laughed because I could not think of anything. I'm sorry. Ruined your day. Are you feeling out your dent? It's just like when people find out you could get a head dent from headphones. You start feeling the top of your head. You're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I use the Tyler one headphones. I might have one. Hello, 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 hello. Move, go. There we go. Whoa, whoa. Hello. Do you have a head dent? Can you put like a sauce in it, like a little sauce cup? Hello. Get a little sauce cup going. Oh. I wish. Dang it! I really wish I had a head dent. Then I don't even need a plate. Then I don't even need a damn plate. Move that. Ooh. I got the dent, but I can't put sauce in it because my hair's in the way. But that means you gotta shave your hair. That's the only that's the only reasonable conclusion to that. You gotta shave your head. It's so worth it, trust. You could put crab rangoon sauce. That is true. That is true. You can put crab rangoon sauce. You can put some ketchup. You can. I would say don't put hot sauce. What if it burns a little? But you can put other stuff. You know, any sauce. Any saucers. That's what the alien said trying to get back home. Any saucers. That sucked. That was bad. That was awful. That was terrible. It's not a good joke. I mean, it was a little funny. So stupid. You're so funny. You're so funny. Nice one. You're so funny. You're so funny. Yeah, I know. You like when I make you laugh, baby girl? No. Ah! How are you so funny? Shut up. Shut it. Shut it. It's just like, you're gonna get mad at me for this one. But it must be said. There's like a... Wait, is this sturdy? I was gonna say, if a man is with his wife or girlfriend and she's the one driving, and you know, he hasn't had his license suspended or they're not on a road trip, that's the girlfriend, okay? That's your girlfriend. That's your GF. So funny to me. True. I'll be the GF. I'm just joking. Oh, there we go. You're just afraid of driving. And? So what? Yeah, I don't want to drive. I know some people really do like driving though. I never understood that. The only thing, I would only try to drive on, like, I've seen these roads in, like, ooh, will it work? I've seen these roads in, like, California, like, that part of America, and it's, like, just a long road with, like, no forests and stuff, just a straight, long road. And I think that's awesome. I would love to drive down that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't like driving, though. No. Mm-hmm. Driving on my own is relaxing. Traffic is stressful. Yeah, I absolutely hate traffic. Mm-hmm. I would never drive on, like, anywhere that's kind of unsafe. It freaks me the hell out. Hello. Hello, how's your date? How's your Sunday, man? Pretty okay. Got mad. Moved on. Bum, 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 bum. Is there any more blood? Blood. Daddy, blood. Move. Hey. Mm-hmm. I like highways, but I don't like... The scariest thing ever is driving through a very busy, like, city with small roads. You know what I'm talking about? How come nothing is dirty and you just burn boxes? That's my job. Mm-hmm. I used to remember clowns when they graduated to being terrifyingly scary. Now they're freaking sexy. What a time we live in. I mean, they're mostly here to be made fun of. That's what I would think. That's what I imagine. Yeah, I don't like downtown stuff. It's scary as hell. My sexy clown. I think I just pissed people off. But hey, it's my job. Mm-hmm. Why can't they be all three? True. Whoa. True. True and honest. You're a pisser. Isn't everybody a pisser? Aren't we all pissers at the end of the day? Ain't that the truth? I'm getting so mad right now. There's been some little, like, creature in my marshmallows that's been just getting pissed at every single thing, waking moment. And sometimes you gotta, like, take a step back and think, like, is it worth it to just be mad all the time? Like, if you're watching something that you actively dislike, it's like, buddy, take a step back. That was me when I used to play Overwatch. I used to just play it, I used to be fucking pissed. And then I started thinking, this is not good for me. You know? Some people love to be mad. I like to be mad. I don't like to be mad all the time. No. I don't know. More power to me. They say a star can't shine without somebody noticing it. That's what they say. A star can't shine without somebody noticing it. That was a little thing that they used to tell us in school. Like, if somebody is doing something to you, they're jealous and yeah. I don't know. So, who is they? Who is we? We? They used to say that in school, like teachers and shit. You know when teachers are like, if somebody's bothering you, it's because they're jealous of you. If somebody is really talking about you being mean, it's because they're jealous. Yeah. Which I will choose to believe that, even if it's not true. Mm-hmm. The streamer's power level is directly linked to how many haters they have. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you got no idea. You got no idea. Not even a single deer. I've gotten some pretty terrifyingly evil things. I really have. Mm-hmm. If you pretend to hate me, you power me up. I would rather you enjoy your time on this earth. I would much rather you enjoy your time on the planet Earth than dedicate it to being upset. It was burning. Can I die? I think I can. What did teachers know? They ended up as teachers? You'd be shocked to know that some teachers are actually pretty damn good people and cool, and they actually want, you know, to like teach our youth. Some. I don't care. I'm done here and the union's got my back. No. I like most teachers. I've had some pretty shit teachers though. I had a teacher that absolutely hated my guts, and she actually got in trouble for this. I think she was fired after. Apparently, like, so this is why I kind of stopped taking Spanish. I used to be pretty good at Spanish. I used to be in like a higher level of Spanish class. I don't know, I was like really dedicated to it. I was gonna like study the language fully. But I eventually like gave up on it and everything because I had a teacher and I would submit my homework and work and she would tell me that I didn't and she would give me a bad grade. And I remember I was like, this is a time where I had severe social anxiety and just anxiety, so I really thought I was like, it's, you know, it's my fault. It's my fault. But then I would see it because you had to submit it online. So I had a submitted time, you know, I had a thing that showed it was submitted. But she would just say that you know, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. And I was getting bad grades. And then I talked to my principal about it because they were like, what is it? Like, I think my mom was like, why are you getting such bad grades? Like, what are you doing? You're not doing your work? And I showed her, I was like, I'm doing my work. I guess I'm just like not doing it right or something. Like, I don't know. And it turned out, yeah, she was just saying I didn't submit it. Even though I did. And I wasn't the only one, I guess, she did that with. But, I don't know. I don't know, she had like a preference for people. She was like a fucking weird woman. I don't know. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why, but she was like a pretty bad teacher. I think she was caught doing some bad shit. So, yeah. I don't know. I just remember her not being there the next year, and I have no idea why. But she did a few bad things. I don't think it was just me. Yeah. I've had a lot of instances like that with people. No wonder I hate people. When I was younger, when I was a little kid, I went on this bus. I would take the bus to school, and I was like, if I'm being real, I was smaller than kids even in other grades. Like, I was like a little kid. I was a little kid. And there was this one girl that would take the bus with me, and apparently she told the principal that I would beat her up, and that I would like bully her and hurt her and beat her up. When in reality, I literally just sat on the bus and I didn't do anything. I had to go down to the principal, and they were like, why did you do this? What did you do? And I was like shaking, crying, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And I was like crying, and I was like, and I was like, I'm sorry. And I didn't know what was going on. And they were like telling me, and like, yeah. Well, no, there was a reason for this. And it turned out that, the daughter's mom had like beef with my mom or something, so she tried to do something to like get me kicked out of the school or like in trouble. And I think it worked out the opposite way. Yeah. I didn't even know the girl. I had never even seen the girl before. But my mom fucking freaked out, and she almost freaked out. I've had some pretty bad stories with school. I think I told about the time I had I was just kind of like a little kid that like, a lot of people like to pick on me all the time. I don't know why. But, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Being me is suffering. Something with me is so fucked up. That's why I always think like, if there's ever an issue, it's my fault. Legitimately. If there's ever an issue with anything, I'm like, yeah, it's gotta be me. It's gotta be because I was surrounding it. Like, darkness befalls anywhere I walk. That's why I try to, like, stay away from people and not talk to people or deal with people as much as possible. Not joking. Not joking. Completely unlucky entirely in my life. A lot of things my fault. Other things, not my fault. But, I also remember, I think I talked about this. I had a principal that, not principal. I had a gym teacher And also, thank you, Sharon. A friend of mine legit got suspended for 1 week over something nearly identical, except the kid was a freak and guilt tripped the principal. I mean, you should have just actually beat up the kid then. But I had a gym teacher, and I didn't know how to tie my shoes because my mom was always at work, and I didn't have anybody to teach me. And I didn't know how to tie my shoes in gym, and my shoes were untied, and I would just tuck my shoelaces in. And she tried to make me tie my shoes in front of the whole class. And I was really embarrassed. And I was in like 3rd grade. And she yelled at me and like made fun of me in front of everyone. And I cried really hard. And I just like never went to gym. And my mom found out. And she came to the school early from work. And she... every time I tell a story, I kind of forget some of it. But she came to the school and she was like, "Where is that bitch? I'm gonna rip her tits off!" I remember her saying that. I think she said that. But she was like, "How dare she do that?" And she was like freaking out. and apparently the school was like, had her come apologize to me. And I think I didn't have to go to gym or something. But yeah, my mom was like really pissed. Because I was so little and I just kind of like... I guess I was a really easy target, especially as a kid. Yeah. I don't know, it was always like that. I always had people like... Not bully me, but at least mess with me a lot. Especially because I was like socially anxious and nervous. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If that ever happened to my kid, I would probably legitimately... in Fortnite, I would fucking kill that kid. I don't know, that is how it is. I don't know how... That's why it's scary to become a parent, because I don't know how I'd logically deal with a lot of those issues. It's very scary to me. Yeah. Why did we have the same childhood? Kindred spirits. Kindred broken spirits. I don't know. I hope I'm telling these stories, like, as I remember. I'm very bad at that because I always mix up things because my grandma was also super crazy too. Here's $5 because you're small, but you could use a hot cocoa or two. Hope your mom said no. No, I just remember the gym teacher. I can remember her name, but I won't say it. Came to me and apologized. Yeah. And thank you. Thank you, Maxi Samo. I always forget the details and I feel like I'm a damn liar. I'm like, did this actually happen? Was this a dream? Was it in the show? But yeah, that's it. I just had, I don't know, really weird childhood. I remember I was on the bus and let's just say I was obviously a very innocent girl. I didn't know things. And some like kid, like some other kid. I didn't think it was middle school. I don't even know, or like maybe elementary. But I was young. I didn't really know. And I think he mentioned something about like a blowjob. And I went to my mom. I was like, "Mom, what is a blowjob? I don't know what that is. Like blow drying hair or something." Like I didn't know. And my mom was like, "What? Who said that to you?" And yeah. And she freaked out and she went crazy. Yeah. So yeah. That was some spooky stuff. Yeah. I didn't know. I was very oh, you're not this way anymore, but I was a very innocent girl. And she threatened some bad stuff with that kid. I will tell you that much. And let's just say it never happened again. But yeah, I just remember I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, what is that? Like, I didn't know. Yeah. I truly used to think that, like women could get pregnant from like using the same like anything as like a guy. That's how like innocent I was. I was like very scared of that kind of thing. I was like, so that's the kind of way I was. Yeah, for a little while, okay, until obviously you learn things. But yeah, I don't know. The American ew, cooties, ew. I don't know. I was like very nervous about this stuff. I thought kissing is what does it. Like I could see that. I think for me, I was like, if I ever use like if you go to the pool or like if there's like a towel that you use or something, it's like going to get you pregnant. And yeah. I didn't think it was like hand holding and stuff, but I thought like, I don't know, like similar, like if you use like the towel or like if you, I don't know, like borrow like a shirt or like some article of something for a little while. Did you have the stereotypical English teacher got pregnant halfway through the year? Yes. My teacher used to like teach me after school like lessons. And she was the teacher that got pregnant halfway through the year. And she like loved me like I was her own daughter. Yeah. Everybody's had one, I think. She wasn't my English teacher, she was my everything teacher, but yeah. I used to be like a favorite among teachers because I was so little and so baby. I was very baby. And I had a few teachers I got prego. Those damn English teachers with their riz. So true. I used to want to be a teacher. I used to want to be an art teacher or like teach I don't know, something. I used to want to be cooking or art teacher. But then I realized that I would basically be making less than McDonald's wages. So also if I had to teach kids like these days, I would fucking freak out. I would. Yeah. It's true. I want to be an art teacher, draw me something. I wanted to teach about the history of art and certain things because I used to be really invested in it. Yeah. Teaching is depressing. I do feel bad for modern teachers. If I was a teacher now, I would probably be pretty depressed. Yeah. Who would have guessed you'd be a VTuber? True. I actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to speak about this. Maybe I am? I don't know. Maybe I'll get in trouble after. I don't know. But, when I applied for Idol, I didn't apply as a talent exactly. I applied as a manager, because I actually was, like, about to give up on stuff, and I was like, I just want to help people. So, yeah. Eventually, well, I was going through some real-life stuff, and I was like, I just can't deal with being a streamer. You know, I had some like real life stuff, a lot of people going through surgery and things in my real life, so I didn't want to, I just wanted to help people. But no, I applied to be a talent after. Like, of course, I went through the motion of the ocean. And yeah. No, I'm actually, you can ask the girls. You can ask any of the girls in Idol that, I'm actually somewhat helpful behind the scenes. I would say that. I'm actually doing I don't know how much I'm allowed to say or not, but I'm doing a content review with Roka. I did one with Kai, and I found out that she found it to be very worthwhile. So, yeah. I feel bad because I just blab, and I'm like, you could be doing this, you should start doing this, and like, it was supposed to be, so I did a one-on-one with Kai about content, and we went back and forth on stuff. Well, we were supposed to. But it turned out that I was basically blabbing to her about what she can do and how, like, she can do this and, like, this would be a good idea and how about you start this. And I didn't really let her get a word in and I felt really bad, but she told me that it was actually very useful. Yeah. But I try to help people with that stuff because, and it's silly, but, I like seeing people do well. Like, Kai eventually messaged me after. This is why I was so happy about it, but Kai messaged me after about, like, she got a collab with, like, V-Shoujo people, and she messaged me, like, first. And I wanted to cry because that's the kind of thing I wanted to see as a manager, you know? That's the kind of thing I wanted to see as a manager. Like, you know, like, I actually helped. I actually did something, like, worthwhile, and stuff. So I was really happy to see that, and I wanted to cry because sometimes you just want to see people do well when you know they can do well. Does that make sense? And I do have a lot of creative juices. I feel like I'm just very enthusiastic about like content creation and stuff. And not to say that I'm like the top fucking content creator in the world, blah, blah, blah. I have my faults, I have my flaws. I'm not doing as much as I can. But I just really, I feel like I can see what people are good at and I want to help them, you know? Yeah. But it's very fulfilling to me to see people do well and be happy about stuff and feel excited. I always try to make people feel excited about certain things and things like that. I guess I see the vision as the best way to put it, but yeah. I really like seeing people do well. And it makes me happy. You know, more than just your coworkers. Well, that's been my dream come true. Like, I used to be a fucking retail worker, shitty retail worker, and now I have people telling me that, you know, I've helped them even like, I don't know if this is okay to say, but like if some people have gone through like crazy medical stuff, I've like helped them get through it and stuff, and like, what more could you want as a person, you know? As much as it's like a silly thing, like I'm not curing cancer, but maybe I'm helping people who are going through it, you know? And I couldn't be more satisfied and happy with that outcome. And that's kind of all I want in life, is to just make people happy. Oh, but I know. I have my faults, I have my flaws, but after I do everything, I would say this is a net positive. I hope I can help people through bad times. As much as I make jokes that might be shitty or whatever, I don't know. It makes me really happy to help people and maybe help people feel better about anything. Yeah. I don't know. It's that type of deal. If I could, and sadly I can't, I would do this for no money, Zippo. But sadly this is my job, so I still gotta. But really seeing people say like, oh man, like you helped me get back into shape, or you're helping me get back into shape, or like now I have to wake up at an earlier time because of your streams, but like I'm glad. It's like really nice, you know? I've always been kind of scared of people and being around them, but I can do things at my own pace and my own, you know, thing. It's very nice. Makes me really happy. I always want to be supportive of stuff. I know a lot of people who have gone through a lot of stuff and bad things, and as much as I think I'm a bad luck person, and like, I swear to God, no matter what I do, where I go, there's just always bad luck that follows me, and bad things, and I don't know how to fix it, but I try to make the most out of even being a bad luck person sometimes. Yeah. And I know you're gonna say, you're not bad luck. Oh, trust me. Trust me, I am. Oh, trust me, I am, and I hate it, and I don't want to be it. I hope I pass good luck on to people. Yeah. Pew! Oh shit. Oh, that's what I can do. I have very bad luck. I have bad luck in all aspects of my life. Oh! Ah! Why'd I get scared? It's garbage. Throw it in there. Throw it in there. Garbage. There we go. Perfect. What do I do now? This? Yeah. Nice. Garbage. I don't know. I noticed the whole time it looks like I have my eyes closed. I don't. I'm just very short. I don't have my eyes closed. I'm literally very short. I'm sorry. We can make it if we try. I'm glad I get to do this. And, you know, I'm very lucky. I know a lot of people may base things on, like, you know, numbers and stuff, but I'm very lucky I have people that come to see me every single day. It reminds me of when I used to work overnight shifts at a job, and I would have paramedics and cops that would come see me every night, and like they'd be like, oh, you like, you know, you make it easier to get through my night. and it would make me really happy. And it kind of reminds me of that in a sense. And I don't know. Yeah. There was a lot of paramedics and stuff, and I would actually, I would help them get winning scratch-offs a little bit, because, I was just used to people buying scratch-offs and lotto tickets and stuff. I don't know much about lotto tickets, but, for the scratch-offs, there's certain numbers that you can go by, and usually they're more winning, like, more winners. So I used to help them, the paramedics. Yeah. It was fun. Hell yeah, we do a little gambling. Guys, you think I should start gambling? You guys should just gamble. You guys should, like, start gambling. In a way, sometimes, and this would probably be later on, we'll see, you know. I don't even know how things will go, but in a sense, I wish I could start my own VTuber company. Oh shit. Oh shit. Sometimes. Or manage people. Would be nice. Won't be able to watch you. Oh shit. All of December, going abroad on Thursday? I miss your streams a whole lot. I'm glad to know. I hope I brighten up people's days. Corny Corp. Thank you. And thank you, Ghost to Crown.
You've always been one of the top content creators in the eyes of anyone who shows up to watch you.
Ew.
I'm sure everyone appreciates having such a kind and helpful gal as the leader of Endless.
I
will find its way to you. Trust. Smiley face.
I wouldn't say I'm the leader. In a marketing sense, fuck me. The blood. In a marketing sense, I would say so. But in like a real sense, I don't think I'm leader material. But thank you too. In a marketing sense, I guess. But yeah. I just I don't know. It may not seem like it, but I really do feel fulfilled helping people in any sense. It makes me feel worthwhile as a person. You know, I used to be a person that didn't like people, didn't like to interact with people at all, of course. That was a big thing. There was a time in my life where I didn't talk to people at all for like, I think it was a whole summer or something. I just didn't talk to anybody at all, like not a single person. I used to, sounds pathetic, but I used to recognize the footsteps of my like family members outside of my room just so I could like avoid speaking to them. And I like could recognize who is who, how far they are, cause like that sounds a little nutty, but when you spend all day in your room, you start to remember things like that. But I didn't talk to anybody for a while, and I kind of forgot how to speak, and I had to go to like a little thing because I used to speak like a robot. It was weird. I'm glad it's not like that now. I will say, growing the frick up helps more than anything. Growing the frick up has helped me more than any therapy or medication ever. Like, for real. Like, throwing myself into the real world with a job, taking care of myself and stuff, way better than any therapy. As much as they want to be like, do this breathing exercise. You know, I think the best thing you can do is traumatize yourself by forcing yourself to interact with others. I was kind of a mute. I would call myself a mute because I just straight up my voice wouldn't come out, if that makes sense. And like I had a hard time because when I talked it was like robotic, and also my voice would like just not come out. Yeah. Ooh. Thank you, Naruto.
for nothing, but your presence gives me hope. Hope how? That there actually exists a cutie patootie as base, clean, and as wholesome as you.
I wouldn't say
If
I'm
you
wholesome.
exist, there's bound to be more similar to you. Pale loner weed dark-eyed white supremacy. Here.
I wouldn't say wholesome is not how I'd frame myself. But I don't know. This is getting too relatable. I get scared when I get too relatable because I know people start thinking too much and it's scary. I don't know. Wow. Wow. Damn. Oh, you can clean it up with this? The fuck? Damn. Okay. Alright. I'll do that. Lore-wise, what happened to all the people you're cleaning up? This is a space station. Cleaning it up. Yeah, I feel bad when I talk about very personal things, because I know when I talk it gets a little too scary for some people. I know. Oh my god, relatable, I guess, but not always the best thing. I don't mean to sound so like fucking the way I sound sometimes. I don't realize some people might be like, "Ah, that's how I don't really like the word." I guess I kind of tell like it is. I don't know. I don't mean to. A lot of people say like you're so blunt and stuff, but I don't exactly mean to. I guess I just sometimes I try to skirt around things, especially because I don't want to seem bad for the company. But does that help? Does that help? Yeah, it does. But yeah, I don't know. Gotta be careful not to feed too much into parasocial attitudes. I think at the end of the day, like that's kind of there's certain levels to it, and feeding into it is a different beast in itself and how people see it. I mean, as I've said before, I used to be incredibly... What the fuck? I used to be pretty parasocial with a streamer when I was younger, and I understand, but sometimes people will just be a certain way no matter what you do. It is how it is, kind of. And I don't mind it exactly. It's just when people revolve themselves around you is not healthy, which I even used to do myself. Well. And I like to live in my own little bubble too. I don't think it's exactly just the viewer's responsibility. I think there's levels to it. You know? It is how it is. I just hope people can take care of themselves. That's why I try to give a little reminder sometimes. Hey, you know, take care of yourself too. Remember that you're you. Other than the streamers of 2020 got in a weird awkward place with the small streamer ones. I mean, I don't know. You gotta remember, people are just people too. I think a lot of people forget that streamers are just like, for the most part, especially VTubers, are like neat women who don't go outside either and don't know how to like talk to people. So it's a bit of a weird spot, you know? Even me too. But I take care of myself. You know, I'm actually I'm kind of a lone wolf, but I am. I enjoy time with myself. I mean, I went out to eat with myself today, of course, as I do, and like I was just thinking in my head too, like, you know, it's just enjoyable to be with yourself. It always is. However, when you step into a restaurant and you go like, you know, just one, they go like, are you sure? You need 2 menus every time? Like, fuck you. But I think we're coming to the point where we're like accepting it, I guess. I don't know. I was just watching the TV. I was like chilling on my phone, just eating my food. There should be a restaurant where it's only for people that go solo. And it should, I have a lot of good, so to speak, ideas for things like that. Like, I wish there was like kind of, not a mixer, but I wish there was a restaurant for people who go in like alone and can possibly meet people and do things, or like maybe even have, as silly as it sounds, like have board games or something would be nice. I don't know. Or they can just sit with themselves, you know, of course there's other ones. Yeah, I'm sure Japan has it. I'm just chilling for now, but yeah. Forced to share a table. Basically describing a cafe, not necessarily. It's like maybe you have to make a reservation and you can only go as one person. I don't know. No, but it's specifically for one person, you know? Like one person solo. And you can't have more people. Like solo only is what I'm saying. Yeah. I think we've come to the point in society, and don't take my word as law. I might be talking out of my ass. I only know my own worldview. But I think we're coming to a point in society where people are kind of getting sick of things just being social media and realizing how detrimental it can be, you know? And I think like those kinds of things would maybe open up new avenues for things. I think, and I don't know, I don't know if it's just me. Like, you know when you see something and you just know it's bad no matter what? And like you don't understand why other people do it or like it? I never understood like dating apps. I think dating apps, I think dating sites are never a good thing. I know some people meet each other on there, but I just always think that's a bad thing. Especially like I don't understand. I don't understand. There is an app that my sister keeps telling me to use. It's called Bumble BFF, and it's for meeting like friends. And I think that's a better option because you're going in with a different outlook and view and idea and option. So I don't know. I've thought about doing that too. I think dating apps are evil too. But I was thinking of even trying that and seeing. Yeah, they have a friend version. It's for like women specifically. I think there's one for men, there's some for women and stuff. But yeah. My sister told me that she's met like a few friends on there, and I'm like, really? I don't know. Bro Finder, so true. Girl Club, yeah. I should. The one for men is called Grinder. True. A friend app sounds terrifying? Not really. Not really. I think, okay. I think with friend apps, it's easier because with with like common interests, when you have laid out common interests, it's easier than thinking this is the person I need to marry. You know what I mean? Because friendships are a loose spectrum. And I feel like with friendships, like, you don't exactly have to be super fucking like ultra dedicated to a person and like things like that. It's just, it's different, you know? That's how I feel. And that's why it's not as bad. And also, do you ever realize that like friendships are the ultimate form of like relationship, I guess? Because, well, God, I sound like such a loser, but with friendships, people are just like, usually it's not like a give and take thing. They're just kind of happy to see you and they want to see you and be your friend. But like with relationships, there's obviously other things at play. But how beautiful is it that, you know, you just have a friend that just is just, somebody's just excited to see you. And there's nothing else that you have to worry about or think. I don't know. Yeah. I get scared. That's the main thing that I really like want in my life is like really good, strong female friendships. I used to have, I mean, I have some female friends, but I feel like I just don't have that strong friendship that I want. That's what matters to me more than anything. I used to have like some best friends, but people move away, you know? When you get older, people move away and it's crazy. She hates males. Well, there's only things I can talk about and relate to with like women, you know? I'll drop off soon, but I want to say I agree with friendship. There's nothing to gain besides connection. It truly is beautiful. That's what I'm saying, Max. Yeah. And have a nice night. Bestie. Yeah. I don't know. Does it feel like you're on your way there? I don't know. I don't know. I do have a best friend, obviously. It's Mozu. But the only issue that arises is that, like, I'm not with Mozu in real life. Does that make sense? And in a way, I'm scared to meet Mozu because I always get scared. Like, I don't know, like, what if maybe she doesn't like me? It sounds like such a relationship. What if she actually doesn't like me? But seriously, I think that would hurt harder than anything else because friendships are so... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It is frightening. I want her to like me. I want to have a good time with her. I want to relate to her and things like that. I'm very dumb when it comes to that stuff. It's different. I think it'd be different with real. I don't know. Because I'm much different, obviously, in real life. Because I'm very socially awkward and nervous and stuff like that. So, but what if she likes you a whole lot? That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'm also scared to meet with some idol girls because I don't know. What if I'm like a lot less than they expect? Or what if I'm, like what if I'm not like funny or enjoyable, or what if the vibe is just off? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know. I worry about that sometimes. I also don't... This is something I'm really bad at, and I know I'm overthinking it. And I'm just walking back and forth the whole time. I don't even know. But I also, don't talk to people as much as I should, but I'm really bad at that, and I don't know how to. And that's my issue. But I need to work on it more. If idol fans can meet up at cons and get along, then I think VTubers will be fine. Plus, you're a lot weirder. I guess that's true, Mina. Yeah. I just, I don't want to ruin the things that I have already with people. And that's the scary part, huh? I have really bad trust issues when it comes to people. Like, really, really bad. I had to go to therapy for it. And honestly, VTubing makes it harder for me, too. But, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to push through, and you have to realize that you can enjoy people and things like that. I don't know. I plan on definitely meeting with Juna. I think I get along with Juna very well, actually. Juna, Kai, I don't know why. We're kind of kindred spirits in a sense with like humor and like things we like and stuff. Cause immediately I could tell. This is how I could tell. Once Baldur's Gate came out and I saw the people who played it, I was like, okay, that's how I know. Does that make sense? That's like a very stupid thing to like base it off of, but I could tell. I was like, okay, they're my kind of people. When it was Baldur's Gate, I don't know. That's the way I'll put it. Like, there's just a level of like, yeah, I guess fictional, but not even like, it's how like into stuff people get, and that's how I could tell. I was like, oh, okay, you know. Sometimes you have to, like, find that level of something, right? Oh, you play balls at UC. I'm just saying, hyper fixated, I think that's the best thing. It helps you get along so much better. Yeah, the focus, I guess. I just enjoy, like, dealing with fictional characters a lot. I've always liked it. I've liked it since I was younger. I used to bring a fucking Dio Brando figure to school, okay? So, you can tell what kind of person I am. I guess passion, yeah. I had a Dio Brando phase, not gonna lie. Alright? I know, oof, I know. Artistic. I actually was artistic. I was pretty artistic. Way back when, I really was. Yeah. Have I done a multiplayer run with them in Baldur's Gate? No, but I need to. I I also actually like Rin quite a bit. I like Rin's sense of humor. And I like her, she has quite a dedication to things she likes, and I appreciate that. I guess that's a common trait that I like. When people have a dedication to something they really enjoy, it means a lot to me, I guess. Because I can go off about things I'm really passionate about, and having somebody else understand that level of that makes me really happy. And I like to hear people get passionate about things they like. Yeah. 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 I don't want to be the only rambler. Because who wants to be the only rambler? Right? Yeah. Common hobbies are good for bonding. I don't know. So howdy. Howdy, partner. I've been walking around over and over again, back and forth, but I like the ambience of the game. People with hyperfixations love to... I'm really bad at, like... Something I'm bad at, and you just reminded me, I'm bad at responding. Because sometimes, I don't know how to explain, I get so nervous when I respond to people. And that's something I need to work on too. Also, this is my fireplace with the music. This is the fireplace with the music, okay? Look. Beautiful. Beautiful. It sucks when people look at you weird for getting passionate about something. I've had that happen before. The same for me. Same for me. A lot of my friends in school were kind of similar to that in a way. But yeah. This is our cozy fireplace. Yeah. I'm really bad. I leave people on red. I am so much better at talking with my voice, even though my brain is very scrambled. I'm so much better at just speaking to people with my voice than like typing messages. Because I kind of hate typing messages. It's impersonal. I can't hear how somebody feels, and it's weird to me. It's weird. It kind of ruins that bond I feel like I could get. You know? Yeah, typing does require more work. I don't know. I want to hear the passion in somebody's voice, you know? Like I need to start like VCing with the idol girls more because I type to them, but I'm missing out on that passion. I'm missing out on like those emotions. Yeah. Just use more emojis. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get too artistic about things and I worry. I don't know. I like calling people, but I get heart attacks when anyone calls me. It's not too dissimilar from myself, but yeah. I'm just awkward. I mean, I think everybody's awkward. The cool thing about COVID and the effects of COVID has made people realize that everybody is fucking trapped in their own shit and stupid and awkward and weird and annoying. We can all agree upon this. Also, thank you, Naruto.
As I'll say, Coni, thank you for your streams. You're a very unique little creature,
move away
and
so I
one
can
I'm proud
hear.
to call my Oshi for many a reason.
Thank you.
You might doubt you, but I don't. Kinda sad, but I look forward to these streams a lot. It's true.
Not exactly.
Chat.
But I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys always coming to see me too. You know? It does make me happy when I see you guys enjoy things that I enjoy as well. It makes me happy. Yeah. I don't know. I think I used to be a very like only irony everything, even though I'm still similar to that. But I've come to terms with becoming older and starting to appreciate like people as they are. You know? I appreciate people as they are a bit more. I used to think, and this is an example. I used to think, you know, Warhammer stuff is kind of nerdy, like, I can't imagine, there's too much going on. But a lot of the appreciation that I have for it comes from people appreciating it so much and putting so much effort into it. You know? I think that's what makes it for me, besides obviously being cool. But like people adding on to it, it's not even nerdy. It's like, it's a really cool thing. And it's just like me, because I used to, you know, even this was before I even like Dota. I knew about Warhammer stuff a little bit. A little. But I have my passion for Dota, and you realize like it's just really enjoyable to have people that are, you know, likewise like that. I don't know. Passion is interesting. I don't tell people I know I wrote that I spent tens of thousands of dollars on VTubers. Luna. You spend your money how it makes you happy. Unless it's on really bad stuff. I got into 40k after listening to my friend gush about it for 3 hours straight. I think that's the idea. I think once you have people open up and do that, it makes you happy. Like, one thing I really enjoy about doing Warhammer streams, and I know I don't do them as often as I should, but I like seeing people in the chat kind of talk amongst themselves too. Does that make sense? Like, I like seeing people like type to each other like, oh my god, me too. Like, that's like the little thing that makes me happy, because I think like a lot of people don't have many people to speak about that too. So it makes me happy to see some of those things, or see people like just get excited to talk about it. Like, that's their way to talk about it. That's how I feel with Dota. Like, if there's something that reminds me of Dota, and I do it in a joking way, but I mean it sometimes. It's like, oh my god, this is just like Rape King from Dota. Like, it's nice. Yeah. It makes me happy. Those are some of my favorite streams because of that. Because I like seeing people get really passionate about things they love. I don't know. Rules and descriptions say we can't reply to each other. There's levels to this. If you're having just a whole fucking conversation, like the whole time during a stream, come on. Alright, let's get real. And I switched to topics about like, probably like 10 topics in the span of 1 minute. So, you got a lot to talk about when it comes to me. That's all I'm saying. When it comes to me, there's a lot to talk about. So, and no offense, not like I'm like, yeah, shut up. But like, I don't think there's much to, like, I got a lot going on, okay? I think free chat's fine though. Yeah. Just as long as it doesn't devolve into something bad. Jesus. But yeah. Dad is the real streamer here. Is it quiet down so we can talk? Sure. I think adding somebody and constantly replying is just not gonna help with the flow of chat, if that makes sense. Yeah. You're just the background noise for Sunday night with the boys. I don't even mind that though. Personally, I don't mind that. There's a saying, and not that I'm like, oh, I don't care to be entertaining or whatever, but I think it's okay if people use streamers as background noise. And I don't think that's terrible. If anything, isn't that a good thing that somebody wants to listen to you while they're like doing something? I'm just saying. I don't think that's the worst thing ever. I really don't. People watch things and enjoy things in their own ways. So, yeah, I have shit to... Exactly. Like, I get it. That's why, like, if somebody was like, I'm actually, like, doing this right now, I don't get mad. I'm like, yeah, I do that with streamers, too. Like, I get it. So it's not a big deal to me. I don't mind. I'm still, I'm like thankful in a sense you're picking me for your background noise, huh? I have a streamer I watch when I want to fall asleep. Is that me? Someone literally just told me in Marshmallow, I can't watch you because I'm used to falling asleep to your voice now. Yeah. Hey, if my voice makes somebody fall asleep, I feel really, really lucky. I was somebody before that never fucking spoke. Like, I don't know, I'm appreciative of this, maybe even in like stupid ways sometimes, but like, I'm appreciative because I used to just work my shitty ass retail job. I used to just, the only time people would talk to me is they would just say, toilet paper! And I would go, aisle 12. Is there any more in the back? I'll go get it. And like, now I have people that are like, your voice is really enjoyable, and I use it to fall asleep, you know? It's a stark difference. I'm very thankful for what I have. That's what a lot of people do. They won't talk to you like your person. They'll go like, they're like, eggs! It's this aisle. Yeah. They don't say like, where is the toilet paper? Bathroom? Yeah. I'm very happy for this, and I'm thankful. Am I wrong? I don't. They do that. They do that. Milk. Yeah. See? The boomer Google effects. Yes. Yeah. Sorry I'm so bad at like reading a lot of stuff, and even reading like membership stuff, donations and stuff. I don't know why in my brain, maybe it's the autism. I feel like I'm like I'm on a time limit. All right, I'm on like a time limit, and I like can't. I don't know. And another fucking thing about that is how YouTube delays every single thing. So I'm not actually saying it at the right time, and it sucks. All I'm saying. It sucks. I try my best though. No. Excuse me, well, where is the... Never mind. Sorry for bothering you. Oh, shit! Oh. Hee. No. I don't know. I try to read a lot. I try to... Obviously, this is a member stream, but I try to actually read new people that aren't members specifically, because obviously I'm gonna technically be reading more of you guys in the long run, of course, people who stick around. But for new people, it's very inviting for them, you know? Yeah. You want to be inviting for people. It's like when people go into your home for the first time, you know, you want to make them feel welcome. So you guys have been going through my fridge. You guys have been pouring big cups of juice in my house, all right? In my streams. In my streams. You come into my house, you go look at my fridge, you take my Baby Bell cheese right away. That's what you do. But for those new people, they're scared to ask me if they can get a drink from my fridge, you know? I gotta teach them. Typically, I just watch VTuber clips. You're the one where I watch the whole stream. That makes me smile. Thank you, Just a Viewer. I like your Nathan Explosion picture, and I can appreciate you appreciating that show for that long. That Baby Bell cheese is gone. I bought a huge pack. You had the High-C Ecto Cooler. Shut up. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's things like that. And also, you know, before I was an idol, there was, obviously I've talked about it, there was a time where I was just basically giving up on everything. I was at my wit's end. I just felt pretty terrible. I had a lot of shit going on in real life. Not that I still don't, you know. I will say it, the grades are absolutely insane. When you read them, it tends to be a fun experience. Yeah, of course. I know which ones to pick out of it, but before I was like almost done with this, but I don't know if you knew. I was actually planning on becoming kind of like a kids YouTuber. That was one of my plans in the back burner. I was planning on becoming a kids YouTuber. Yeah, really. I wanted to, like, how do I explain? I wanted to do, obviously, kids content and do, like, bedtime stories and stuff. And, okay, I know, it sounds nuts. It sounds nuts. Like Cookie Swirl? I guess so. It sounds nuts, alright? Yeah. You laugh at me. But I would be good at that. I know. That's why I said you would be good at that. I would. Because legitimately, I know how to put these kids in their place. I do. I've had children apologize to me, okay? Things like that. I've had it happen. I see kids in the chat that spam, they're like, I'm sorry. And things like that. But that's a really hard thing to do. That's a very hard thing to do. I don't know, I would probably feel a bit soulless after that. I would feel a little bit soulless. I really would. That would be a little bit difficult to mentally deal with after. Because I've seen how kids fucking type. I've seen a lot of stuff. Because I did my research. And it is rough. It is rough. It is. But the thing is, I do wish, like, something about kids YouTubers that no other streamer technically has, is that if you do that for a long time, obviously besides the money, but if you do that for a long time, they kind of grow up with you. Just like how I think about PewDiePie. Does that make sense? like, when I think about PewDiePie, I think about how I kind of grew up on his stuff, and it's kind of comforting in a sense. And I always, in a way, I wish I could have that. Because I can't imagine kids going like, man, like, I remember when this was happening, and like, I grew up with her and stuff like that. And I don't know, I think about a lot of kids YouTubers that I used to watch, and like, sometimes I get a little teary-eyed thinking about it, because it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. Yeah. I used to watch a lot of Uber Haxer Nova, and he was a lot of my childhood, and I see him now, and it's just like, it's kind of crazy, you know? It's that type of thing. You feel a little nostalgic. Should I make my niece watch you? No. No. I curse too much and I say too many foul, crazy things for kids to watch me. I get. Why do you think I have different, like, membership tier stuff? Because I get nervous about kids watching me, and it's, I know, but you can't help it, kids are worse than you. And they are worse than me, but it still makes me feel a little bad, you know? But that's, I used to want to read, like, maybe even, like, bedtime stories, or, like, even read as well. Like, I wanted to do something a little bit educational as well, and, like, comforting, I guess. But I think that would be too kiddie of content, you know? That would be too much. And kids nowadays are fucking awful. They're horrible. They're horrible. Kids nowadays are demonic. They're demonic creatures. They're fucked up. So I don't know about that. But I used to think in my head, because I used to babysit a lot. I used to babysit kids a lot. I used to, like, you know, even my sisters and stuff. And I see the type of stuff they're watching, and it makes me feel so bad, because I really wish that they could watch something that's a bit better for them. Not that, I'm not saying I would be the best choice, but I would want to become the best choice, you know? It is genuinely scary. And it's bad, and I don't know. That's what I think about. I mean, to be fair, like, watching PewDiePie when I was younger was not the greatest thing ever. If you watch a lot of his old stuff, he said some pretty crazy stuff, especially for a kid to be watching. So, I mean, it's not totally, like, you know, different in a sense. And I used to watch, like, YTPMVs and shit, which were not the greatest thing to grow up on either. So I can't fully say these kids are doing awful things. But, Bridge, no, he's talking about some, if you watch his Amnesia stuff, he's talking about some crazy stuff. But, yeah. I don't know. You turned out alright. Oh, wait, so true. Yeah. I don't know. I used to watch also, like, Icon Has Cupcake, or Icon Has Cupquake was, like, a really big one for me. And I used to like her stuff a lot. And she's fine now. And I don't know, I think about that. Like, I think about her as, like, a comforting presence. I don't, it's so silly. I've brought her up a few times. Like, oh, if I could, I'd meet her. But I just think she's good. She kind of reminded me of, like, my teacher when I was younger. Yeah. She was on Wipeout? Oh my god. She is cool. Cupquake was wholesome, yeah. She really was. Sorry, I'm talking about big shit here. Real shit? I am. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. No, I would not last being a kids YouTuber. What did I just say? PewDiePie and Uber Haxer Nova were my big childhood YouTubers. Yeah, same for me. And I used to watch a lot of Tyler One. I'm gonna sneeze. Please don't sneeze. I used to watch a lot of Tyler One and other things and stuff, like with Twitch when I was, like, still doing stuff. And I think that's why I have such a passion for content creation, and I see the different, like, routes it can take. Yeah, Tyler One is, like, my Oshi, I would say. There's a lot of other streamers I like, but I used to really, truly watch Tyler One. You cried when the creatures broke up? Yeah, it was pretty awful, honestly. You watch Northern Lion? I still watch Northern Lion. I used to watch his Isaac stuff. Okay, I used to watch his Isaac stuff, and I did not know that he changed. Like, he became like a dude. Because he used to just stream Isaac and be kind of like, you know, kind of like a nerdy dude, whatever. And then I watched him recently. He's like really funny. And he's like, he's the one streamer I can say that has actually genuinely improved. Like with his stuff. And I'm gonna just say this. I truly think that him having a kid and like that stuff made him like into like more of a person. It made him like more into a person and like have experience. I mean, he's got some pretty shit takes though, Northern Lion. He's got some shit takes sometimes. But that's what I like about him too. Cause he gets so like heated about things, and I guess you can see I take some inspo from him in a sense. But yeah. Vinny Vinesauce is the only IRL streamer I watch. I really like Vinny. I used to watch a lot of Vinny. Yeah. He's Canadian, unfortunately. True. True. Very true. Yeah, but Northern Lion is pretty funny. He's got some good bits. And obviously everyone likes Jerma, yeah. I like Vinny a lot. I grew up watching Vinny a bit. I did. Vinny has not changed how he looks. I only watch Asmon now. Well, this is membership, so I'll say it, but I do not like new Asmongold. I do not like him at all. I don't like new Asmongold too much. I don't like that. I mean, obviously, you gotta do what you gotta do. He does react content, but I miss when he was the gamer, you know? Asmongold was the gamer. He was the gamer, and now he's kind of like, let me interact with this, like, e-girl person. When before, like, I don't know, I liked when he would nerd out about other things, and like, you know, obviously it's silly, but he had his, like, shitty room, and, like, things like that. And, I don't know. Is he burnt out? No, obviously you do react content because that's what works, and, like, as much as you'll deny it, I totally agree, too. React content is a foundation of, like, content. Like, there was reply girls way back when. There was people, me reacting to 2 girls, 1 cup, and shit. Like, that was, like, the foundation of stuff, okay? So, people be like, this react content, I can't deal with it. Man, react content is from a long time ago. I already do react content, let's be real. I do react content sometimes. It's just unarchived because YouTube is gonna, like, blow my head off if I keep it up. I already do react content. Please never become one. I do it. But I do it. But I do it. Am I gonna react to, these are the craziest TikToks ever? No. I usually try to theme it, but yeah. I don't think react content is so bad. I like watching things with people. Genuinely. I like watching things with people. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I react to chat every stream, yeah. I don't know. Playing games is a form of it. Yes, that's true too. I don't mind doing that stuff. Like, if I'm like watching a certain thing on YouTube, I don't see anything wrong with that, because I like seeing what people have to say in chat, or like if it's something I'm excited about or they're excited about. It's fun. It's fun for me, and it's a good thing. I don't know. I don't like reacting to like the craziest TikToks, because like even though I go on TikTok, like I just like sit there blank face. Like, I can't react to that shit. I sit there blank face. I'm like, like, I don't know. I don't have much to say about that. Like, I guess watch along stuff is the way I put it, but yeah, I don't like when big streamers hijack smaller creators' content. I agree. Like, XQC used to do that with this one guy who used to do like really analytical, like cool history videos and stuff, and like, kind of sucks. You're still scared of TikTok? They will be watching you through your phone, so. True. Yeah. Transformative content, it's best not to toe the line with anything, because it's just not worth it. It's best not to toe the line with that sort of thing. It's just not worth it. If I do it, it's unarchived, but just because I want to have fun with everyone. You know? I don't know. That's my take on it. Maybe my takes are garbo. Yeah, XQC and Lemino. Yes, that's who. Yeah. I thought that was pretty shitty. I just think it's bad when Twitch streamers put on a video and make dinner. Yes, I agree. I completely agree. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. Ugh. Yeah, YouTube hated me for the Twilight Zone thing, even though I looked it up and it said like, oh, like, you know, these are on YouTube. That's crazy. But yeah. What do you mean you don't want to watch Hassan's chair? Alright. Maybe this will get me killed. I'll be destroyed. I don't like Hassan. I don't like him. I don't like him as a person. I'm not a fan of him. I know a lot of people like him. I know a lot of people... I don't like Hassan. I don't. No. It's fine if you like him. It's fine if you like his stuff. I'm just not a big fan of him. I'm not. It is a hot take. I know. But it's fine if you like him. That's your own prerogative. Just because I don't like something... and just because like this and that, I don't know. It's not indicative of you. What about Sam Hyde? I used to like Sam Hyde when I was a bit edgier and things like that, but I don't like him. And I actually know people who knew him in real life, and I just don't like things about him. I used to like World Peace by Sam Hyde. I used to think it was funny, but I don't know. You kind of grow up. He's not a good person. Yeah. You kind of just grow up. You grow out of things. Just like I used to think Filthy Frank was funny as a kid, and even Filthy Frank changed, you know, he grew up. You kind of grow up and you grow out of things. Yeah. The one thing I will say, though, there's 2 Sam Hyde skits that I actually like and think are funny, and one of them is Moms, and the other one is, I forget what it's called, but it's from World Peace, where he's like, they call me Peanut Arbuckle, they call me Pink Dress. that one used to be really funny. I sometimes quote that, but yeah. Moms was good. Moms was funny, but I don't know. I think I've just grown up. That's all. Also, like, I've never, like, okay, but Vomit Cake with Filthy Frank is still funny to me. I've never seen it, and I cannot feasibly watch that because it makes me feel ill. I actually don't mind, like, Max Mofo and stuff. I think he's okay. Takes a lot of maturity to realize when you need to walk away from stuff. You know what, you just grow up from things. That's why, like, even, like, I've been online, all right? I've been online. I know when you're fucking, when people are like, you know, when people are like, how do they say it? They're just like, you know, basically making the easiest possible jokes and easiest possible things to get a rise out of people who otherwise don't have like their own sense of humor. And it's, I kind of hate that shit so much. Not that I'm the funniest creature to ever exist on the earth, but like, I hate when people just make like obviously like racy jokes to just make racy jokes. It sucks. It's stupid. Like, you gotta make something out of something. I don't know how many times I stream and I see like, women, are you going back in your kitchen? I'm like, oh man, like, damn, I've never heard that one before. Like, damn, like, whoa, you got me. Like, like, it's just, come on. Like, at least bring something new in it, okay? Bring something new, all right? Add something new to it. Tell me to go back to Erewhon, all right? The store, yeah. I'm always cooking something true. But low-hanging fruit is the way I would put it. I don't like things that are so low-hanging fruit. Like, I'm not like completely like, you know, like I'm at fault for certain things too. I make low-hanging fruit jokes and things like that. But sometimes it's just too boring. Like, I feel like a lot of people have like never been online and they're like, but what if I make a, you know, a joke like this? And it's you know, it appeals to the common denominator because there's these people that got their iPhone for the first time and they're seeing their first joke like this. It's like, come on. Like, get real sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. Nah. A lot of them are kids, maybe. I'm obviously at fault for certain things, though. I don't want people to think I'm impervious to everything. But I sometimes see like people make quite obviously like edgy jokes and things like that, and reference things that like I'm like, all right, bud. Like even I'm gonna say it, and this is gonna be a hot take, and it's gonna suck, and people might get mad at me for this. But I hate when people make that like Sneed joke or whatever, because it's literally the same thing as Reddit going, when the narwhal bacons. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing with different wording. I'm being real. It's the same thing. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think it sucks. It's the same exact as when the narwhal bacons. You've gaslit yourself defining it. The only thing I find funny is when people make edit. There was a picture and somebody made an edit of the Call of Duty guy that was like, is that a Sneed Grinch babies? That was the only funny thing. But I just hate when people just type it. Yeah, like what, like how some of you are doing now. When people just type it, they're like, yes. Like it's like, come on. I don't know. The Grinch Sneed babies is funny though. Yeah. But I don't like it. It's like, when you've seen something so much and people are attaching themselves to something for the first time, you go, alright. And then it's like you gotta put it out there a billion times. It's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. But but that's a pretty hot take. Yeah. It's just a like silly joke. It was funny like years ago. That's my only thing with it. And I just see it so often and I'm like, alright, I get it. But yeah, I don't know. It was a joke on The Simpsons. But things like that. Like I just see a lot of that and I'm like, alright, I get it. And I know I sound like what do I sound like? I only like underground jokes. I only like the jokes that are underground. But I guess. I don't know. What's the new hot joke? Apparently it is the Skibbity Gyat Riz one. It was funny a little bit for me at first. But the only thing that makes me laugh about it is the Phantom Tax. Okay, the Phantom Tax, it is so funny because it's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. The Phantom Tax is so stupid. Phantom Tax is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard because it's like because it's there's like a few it comes from like a Roblox YouTuber. Haha, he ate the food. It comes from a fucking Roblox YouTuber. So I just imagine, when I imagine the Phantom Tax, I imagine these little kids, okay? I imagine little kids watching the Roblox YouTuber and being like, that's it, that's his Phantom Tax. Like it's like, I just imagine little kids getting their little kick out of it. I don't know. That's what I imagine. Shakes of wet fur, true. That's what I imagine. I imagine these little kids like, yes, he did it, the Phantom Tax. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. It's the right amount of absurd. I think it's okay. I'll get it. I mean, it's already dying for me, but yeah. I've never heard of Phantom Tax. Oh Jesus, I'm getting old. No. It's just kids are all online now. Kids are all online now and they're progressing these shitty jokes faster because they're not reading books or doing their homework. Let's be real. Kids are all online, not doing their homework, not working on school, instead watching streamers and going, Phantom Tax. And it's true. Can we expect a Christmas karaoke? Yeah, but it's not gonna be good. It's the children who are wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The kids aren't reading books because they don't know how to read. Fair. Fair enough. Oh my god, my things are so delayed. Did you see that? The thing popped up on my thing. It's so delayed. What the hell? But yeah. I'll try to do Christmas karaoke, but I don't know. When I look up the karaoke's for Christmas songs, I realize, holy fuck, I don't really like that many Christmas songs. I don't really like that many Christmas songs. I don't like too much of them. And it makes me a little sad. Kind of. I don't know. It makes me a little sad. I don't like to do karaoke. I think it's the worst content I put out by a landslide. Because I'm not a singer. And I think that's okay that I'm not a singer. I don't expect to be a singer. But, yeah. And it's like, oh, just practice, just practice. That doesn't change how my voice sounds, you know? No. But I don't know. I also have some covers in the works. I'm actually working on things, shockingly. I don't just stream. I have covers I'm working on. I've been working on goal stuff. Seth Rogen last up. But I have been working on stuff. I have been. I was hitting some impressive notes in the Lethal Company stream. It's because I'm very chilled out when it comes with Mozu, if you can tell. I'm like super chilled out. When I'm on my own streams, I'm not as chilled out because I get nervous because I'm the center of attention. So I'm actually very bad at that. I still get nervous. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But I don't like being the center of attention. I don't like it at all. Even though I'm a streamer, I don't like it too much. And it's like, okay, then I won't watch you. But it's I mean, it's my job as a streamer, but I actually prefer to be like a background character. Yeah. We put you under a microscope? Some people do. Some people do. Some people tend to do that. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's silly. Are you nervous now? Yeah. Especially, especially if I give hot takes, there's always gonna be people, you're fucking stupid! You're a fucking stupid bitch! How can you like something I don't like? How can you feel a way I don't like? It's like, come on. I am the support role. I'm the support role in every aspect, and I like being that. How could you feel a certain way I don't feel? How could you accidentally contradict yourself sometimes, even though you're always streaming and always saying stuff and your mind changed? What the fuck is wrong with you? Scary. I know. No. It happens though. I've been walking back and forth this whole time. I'm a Lich main in real life. I do like CM. I like Virtual Maiden. Yeah. I stream with a lot of anxiety. Trust me, I've had some people want to kill me before. In various ways that they have described. I know what it's like. Is that how you got yelled at as a kid? No. I slightly disagree? Yeah. That's what happens as a streamer though. No joke. It's happened to a lot of people I speak to. There's always somebody that like says that. Yeah. Get those guys know. Surprisingly, you can trace back their IP address. You know, what they sent it from. Give their name? No, it's through multiple different things. But yeah. Don't get mad about it. There's no reason to. Literally, not even if you're a streamer. If you're anybody that gets put into the limelight whatsoever, if you get put into the limelight whatsoever, legitimately, it will happen to you. Even look at that woman that was on the plane that was like, this guy doesn't exist, or something. Like, it was just some fucking woman that said some guy didn't exist on a plane. She got like a ton of shit for that. And like, nothing bad was even like, it happened through that, you know? Yeah. She wasn't having a schizophrenic episode. I think it was just, she was saying this guy, like, this dude isn't real. Like, she wasn't saying he's not actually real. She was saying, like, he's not being real. But, like, it was just taken out of context. And she wasn't even bad about it. She wasn't even tweaking. That motherfucker is not real. No, she wasn't having a schizophrenic episode. She was saying, like, that dude wasn't being legit. You know what I mean? Like, he's not being, like, realistic, you know? Yeah. I'm not real, don't listen to me. She was pretty clear that it wasn't real. No, it wasn't, apparently it was just her saying, like, he wasn't being real, because, like, I don't know what happened exactly, but, yeah. I don't know, she was in an interview, and I think she was talking about it or something. But I think it was, like, framed in a certain way. I don't know. Let me dig in here. Saying that he wasn't genuine. I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm pretty sure. It was funny though. But like, I don't understand how people get so heated over nothing. That's why I think we're all too online now, including myself. Getting heated over like nothing. And I do too. It's like, it's so bad. She regrets it, but I thought it was an episode. I don't think it was it an episode? I thought she was like talking about how like she was saying this dude wasn't being like, oh, legit. Like he wasn't being honest. Yeah. Same with Andy and Lele, they doxed the creator. They doxed a fan. Somebody who made fan works, not the creator, apparently. I think. Yeah. Which is just, I don't know. It was the creator too? Never mind. Oh my god. Why even? Just chill out. Just turned over the IP2. Oh, it was the creator too. I thought it was just a fan creator. Yep. Too much time on your hands. That sucks though. Playing with your eyes closed is an elite skill. I can't do anything about it. It just does that because I'm so short. And I'm like, I'm reading the chat. Come on. There were docs around because got spooked and dropped all online activity. Wow. Open my eyes real wide. Real wide. We're just Zatsuing at this point? I've been Zatsuing the whole time. That was the idea of it. Yeah. Please. Okay. Sorry. I have like a sneeze stuck in my nose. But I'm trying not to sneeze. I hate sneezing. Terrible. Yeah. I don't want to sneeze. I hate sneezing. Yeah, you're not watching my spectacular gameplay? Huh? You're not watching the spectacular gameplay? I'm walking back and forth. I'm simulating what I do in my room when I listen to music. No joke. I just pace back and forth. My downstairs neighbors must fucking hate me so much. Yeah. I pace back and forth all the time. I pay for this gameplay and nothing else, sure. Your dream house has to be a long ass hallway? Yes, actually. Just pepper to your nose. Achoo! Yeah, I tend to pace a lot. I have to be moving some part of my body a little bit. I don't know why, maybe it's ADHD. I was told that it was, I guess from my old therapist, even though maladaptive daydreaming is real, but it's not real. But I was told that, shut this off. Sorry, I have a heater. But I was told, you know, maladaptive daydreaming, is, like, not really, like, known to be a real thing yet. But my therapist had told me, yeah, you suffer from maladaptive daydreaming, like, really bad. Like, like, really, really bad. And that's why you always, like, have to move a part of your body and stuff. And, like, she said, like, it could even be, like, it's, like, your own form of, like, dancing to music or something. But, yeah. I don't know. Self-induced schizophrenia, maybe. But I have a maladaptive daydreaming disorder. I am constantly daydreaming, like no matter what. There's nothing I can do. I can't shut it off. That's why it's very hard for me to focus. It's very hard for me to focus on one thing, and that's also why I kind of shut people out, because like this is bad, but it's almost like you don't exactly need people when you're always daydreaming, right? And that's kind of what it is, and that's why I have to pull myself back to reality and like, yeah. Sounds like a superpower. It helps with a lot of work-related issues. I would just like be at work, I'd be doing my fucking job, and I'd be daydreaming the whole time. I would like not be there. It's almost like there's like a projector in front of my eyes where I can still see everything that's going on, but I can focus on something. Yeah. But for me, this is almost all the time. Like I'm actually even daydreaming right now, like about well, I don't know, I can just picture things in my head and picture stuff and things like that. Yeah. It kind of sucks. It's really embarrassing. Anything that you daydream about often? Well, there's a reason why I like fictional characters, of course. There's a reason why I like fictional characters, of course. And that's what I daydream about. I daydream about, life with them, how I'd meet them, and things like that, and things of that sort. And, I don't know. I daydream about basic things. I was listening, it's silly, but sometimes, like, I listen to, like, ocean sounds, and I imagine walking on the beach with somebody. It's very silly, but it's helpful. It helps me get through. Yeah. It does. It's another reason why I like ASMR a lot too, with like sounds. It's just kind of nice to just zone out and listen to something nice. Is Coni with us right now? I am actually picturing how his, like, I don't know how to explain, but like I'm thinking of like how the notches on his helmet look and stuff. Like, as soon as you open your eyes wide, my stream crashed. I did that. This sounds normal. Is it not normal? It's not normal. Walking on the beach with Mista doesn't sound too bad. It's for real. Yeah. For real. It is true. This. I didn't clean this. The VISCERA? But yeah, that's those are things I daydream about if you wanted to know. But I think it's nice. It's a way for me to like do other things. I actually need to. My therapist used to tell me way back when, you need to like, I've actually never liked fan fiction, and I think the reason for that is like I can do it myself, I can do it myself. But I should probably start writing stories and stuff. I used to write a little bit, but yeah. It's pretty normal. I can't shut it off though. This is why I actually don't drive. This is part of why I don't drive, is that I cannot fully focus. And if I actually can't listen to music while I drive, because if I listen to music while I drive, I completely zone out and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do when I listen to music, and it's really hard for me. Yeah. So I mean, there's multiple reasons. I can focus on driving if I really focus, because I have too much anxiety. I diagnosed you. I mean, there's levels to stuff, but yeah, I actually don't drive because of that, because I just can't focus. And I'm very scared. No. But most days I literally just daydream. I do things with daydreaming. I don't know. That's part of my routine. That's why I need to pull out of it and talk to friends and more people. Didn't you say some songs trigger smells too? Yeah, of course. Like, and like images, things like that. I can imagine the smell or like the sound of things. I think that's completely normal though. Like, I'm not like, I'm very special and different. No. Do I daydream about you guys? Yeah, sometimes. But I mostly daydream about like, things to say on stream, what to say on stream, how I can make it funnier, how I can do a bit, things like that. I imagine those things mostly, and I try to think about how to make it worthwhile and good. Really? Yeah, of course. I don't know, I want to be a good streamer, that's why I think about that. We're hot fictional men. That's just called thinking? Not exactly. It's not exactly just thinking. It's, I play it all out in my head. And obviously sometimes I don't do it, but I try to think of it where you guys enjoy me and like me, I guess. This sucks. This sucks to say. It's embarrassing. But like I try to think about it where you, like, I do things that like, you know, really like makes you laugh or makes you like me more or something. Things like that. And I try to play it out and think about it. Yeah. I don't know. It's very silly. But those are things I do. Brain issues are hard to describe to people who don't have them. Yeah. I mean, it's very weird. I know people say like, "Oh, I have this and stuff," but I think there's certain levels to it. And I think that a lot of things with COVID made people retreat back into a more like isolated shell. And things of that sort. And I think that's also why people are more relating to these things more than ever. Yeah. I don't know. I've had this for a very long time in my life, and it's weird because I've like, I don't know, when I was younger I actually had to get diagnosed and stuff for certain things, and I was never diagnosed with ADHD. I was diagnosed with severe social anxiety, yes, and like severe depression, but never ADHD, which is really weird. And I feel like if I try to get diagnosed, they might say I don't even have ADHD, and it's weird because it's like all the symptoms are there, but it's not, you know? Yeah. But I've thought about maybe going back and seeing if I can get diagnosed. Saying the realest things, but ending it with I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The weird stuff. Some issues do overlap. Yeah. And like, sorry, I'm just walking back and forth. See, I'm literally pacing. I'm stimming. I'm stimming in game. I'm stimming. But yeah, things like that. And thank you, Naruto.
My sister is the type to read a book and not remember what she just read. I'm the opposite. I vividly envision a movie in my head. Driving and listening to audiobooks is freaky.
Really?
1 minute I'm leaving work. 2 chapters later I'm home.
Whoa. I'm kind of different. It's very hard for me to read books because I have to understand the words. Like I have to reread books now because I am too busy envisioning other things. Like I literally like anytime I do anything, I've got about like fucking like 3 things going on in my head, and it sucks. It sucks, and I wish it wasn't like that. I wonder if there's ever a chance in my life where I'm just completely clear-headed, like completely. Like you know how people say like brain empty? I joke about it, but I'm never brain empty, and I don't know how to be brain empty, and I want to be brain empty someday. That's why I joke about the lobotomy, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe it really would fix me. Maybe that shit really would fix me. I don't know. I'm thinking. Yeah. Have you tried taking medication? Medication has made me worse. Maybe, you know, the lobotomy. I used to take medication a lot, for mostly depression. Because, like, I just straight up, like, didn't do anything. But when I took my depression pills, God, sorry if this is too, like, real. But when I took my depression pills, I legitimately didn't feel a single thing. And it scared me too much that I just, like, I would hide the pills under my bed. Because I had to pretend to my mom that I was taking them. But I felt legitimately nothing. Nothing at all. Like no thing. With depression, I at least felt like, I don't know. I felt like that pit of like emptiness and, you know, sadness in a sense. But with the pills I took, I felt legitimately nothing. It was very scary. It was very scary. I did not like that. I've taken all types of medication, but they all do different things for me. And none of them were really it for me. And in my opinion, and I'm gonna sound real bad for this, I don't think you should be taking medication for depression or anxiety, or I don't know about I don't know too much about ADHD, but for anxiety and depression, unless your depression is an actual chemical imbalance, I don't think you should be taking it. I think there's better ways to work through it, and I think there's much better ways to go about things. medication, because I feel like medication is not something that people should rely on. And that's all I say. I remember I used to go to therapy. I used to have to go, I think, like a couple times a week because it was really bad. I was like severely depressed and like anxious and stuff. And I remember my therapist or psychiatrist, I don't remember which one, I don't remember now, but they used to tell me, oh my god, you're getting so much better. Like, why are you're getting so much better? Like, I guess the medication is working. Meanwhile, this was when I stopped taking the medication. So that kind of showed me, like, obviously things work differently for people. I'm not saying throw out your medication, but, you know, when that happened, it made me realize, like, I really don't need this. This is something, I'm being a baby. I need to actually work through things myself. And that's what fixed me a little bit, was kind of pushing myself, even if I hated it, in a sense. I think a big thing that changed me and made life better for me was actually getting a shitty-ass retail job, even though I hated it. Because that was the first time I was forced to deal with people and forced to be with people. And I think a lot of people try to nip things in the bud by, I just want you to be happy, so take these happy pills and don't do anything. Instead of like, hey, you can't look somebody in the eyes, you can't speak to somebody, your voice trails off, well, how about this? You gotta just keep doing it until it works. That's what worked for me. That's what worked for me. I forced myself to look people in the eyes, and it was embarrassing as fuck. And it sucked. And I hated it. And I can remember very embarrassing moments. I mean, I was on the elevator today, and some dude like was trying to get in, and for some reason my stupid fucking idiotic self closed the doors on him, and I like couldn't even look at him in the eyes, and in my head that replays, but at the same time it's like things just happen. I probably look like such a bitch, but like, you know, but like things just happen, and like you kind of gotta work through that. And like, I don't know, everybody has so many moments where like that, I don't know, and it's okay to have like those stupid moments, you know? It's okay to have those stupid moments. When I still remember, and this replays in my head anytime I don't look at people in the eyes, is that when I was younger, I was ordering food at a restaurant with my mom, and this was the worst thing ever. I looked upwards at the sky while I was ordering my food, and other times I would look completely down. And, you know, I think of the display in my head, and it kills me. It kills me. It kills me. But, you know, you work through it. You work through it. To get good at eye contact, just do it. Like, you just have to do it. Yeah, no, but I'll look weird, and like, I'm a guy, so I'll look like a serial killer. Okay, but are you killing people? No. No, you're not killing people. So, just get through it. Just get through it. I'd hope you're not killing people. But yeah. Eye contact is very important. That's just my opinion, though. I'm not the master of anxiety. I'm not the master of getting over fucking depressed or emotional things. It's just from my own experience of things. Maybe I sound very, like, clouded or very, like, something, but it's just my own personal experience and stuff like that. So, yeah. That's all. I don't know. If you need someone taken care of, just let us know. Thank you. No, but the thing that really helped me with eye contact, and I got worse at it like after I stopped working like a real deal job, is literally just forcing yourself to look people in the eyes. And I used to do a thing where, oh, look at somebody's nose, oh, look at their forehead, oh, look at their lips or something, but people can notice. And when you do that with people, they start to think, is there something wrong with my nose? Is there something wrong with my this? Is there something wrong with my that? Just don't do it. Just look at them directly in the eyes. And, you know, you can tell a lot about somebody from the eyes, you know? I used to look at people, like, you know, I used to look, like, directly at something else, and I can tell that they were getting uncomfortable, and that they thought that there was, like, something wrong with them or something. And I didn't realize how bad that was, but, yeah. I don't know. I've been through some pretty cringe moments. Yeah. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Yeah. Which eye do I look at? I don't know. It's... I'm the professor of bad takes, I understand, but I try to show you, I guess, in a way that I've done things before, and that's how. Yeah. Do you look at one eye or both? I try to look at both. Sometimes Mega Man Zero, yes.
Even if you don't have a job, volunteer, help out somewhere. It can help
That's
too.
true.
It doesn't have to be soul-sucking.
You know what? Fair enough, actually. Fair enough. But we're in that grind culture, man. Everything costs an arm and a leg. Ain't no way to do that kind of stuff now. No. When I'm still bad at eye contact, but when I do the eye contact thing, I take mental breaks. I'll look away and I'll just look at something else for a sec and then go back. You can take a break. Does that make sense? You don't have to fully stare at someone the whole time. You can take a little break and look away or be turn your head, something. Because sometimes it gets so anxious if you stare at somebody full on. So I sometimes take those breaks. Yeah. Think about a recent moment where at a family gathering, one of your cousins was in town. You ever heard of? And I awkwardly told her, oh, I'm living my best life. I don't know. Don't think too much about it. That's normal, LOL. I have anxiety, you bitch. It's not normal to me. I have to count moments so I can give myself some breathers when I look at people sometimes. At least now. My eye contact has got a lot worse. But yeah. I don't know. I have to remind myself sometimes. Yeah. And thank you guys too for the donations and stuff. Yeah. I hope things I say don't make you too upset or make you reflect too much upon yourselves. But if they do, I hope you know that and I know it's different for everyone, but anybody can change for the better at any point. I truly believe that in my heart. I think anybody can change for the better at any point. And a lot of it comes from appreciating the things around you. I'm sometimes a negative person. That's my nature. I can't help it. But I try to be more positive, and I try to enjoy the little things and appreciate things around me. Yeah. I'm seething. I'm red. Some people are like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's nice seeing people talk about how they function. Honestly, I agree. I do like that sometimes. I hope I can be encouraging. I don't know. I'm bad at speaking. This is my speaking. This is how I get my social battery, going. I'm bad at putting things into words, and when I put it into words, I put it in such a bad way. But I try my best, Gratitude isn't actually a good place to start with self-improvement. That's what I started doing. I'm still not fully like that, but I do try to appreciate every single day. I've had a lot of health scares. I've had scary moments. I've been told I was gonna go blind. I've been told, that my liver was failing, things like that. And, luckily, things get fixed and things don't happen. And I've had to reflect, and I've had to be like, Jesus, I'm appreciative of the life I live, Yeah. It is very scary. And it turned out, with the liver stuff, they were like, ew, oops, we messed up the test. I'm sorry. And that shit fucked me up forever. It was scary. They're like, it's not looking too good. And I was like, fuck. But, yeah, my bad. Fucking hate doctors. But even with the going blind thing, I was told that in the future there's a good possibility that I could go blind. And I was fortunate enough to have so many people help me, and I got laser eye surgery. And every single day, at least once a day, I have a random sudden reminder. I still, to this day, and it's been over a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know how many years now since I've had it, but I still touch my face and almost push up my glasses. And then I realized, oh my god, I don't have glasses. Like, I can see. Like, I'm just seeing. Like, I can see everything, you know? Yeah. So, I'm also grateful for that. It feels like magic, you know? It really is. It's like magic. It's modern day magic. I can see. You know, I've worn glasses since I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade. Like, since I was very young. So, that's why I'm appreciative of these things. Yeah, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, like I'll go forward and back and I'll look at myself in the eyes and I'll be like, you know, I'll like touch my face, I can see, you know? Yeah. Laser eye surgery is great. If you ever get laser eye surgery, if you need it, please, highly recommend, get PRK. Don't get LASIK. Don't get LASIK, please! Get PRK. It's called PRK. Did you never consider contacts? I wore contacts. I wore contacts. But I don't know if you heard, I was going blind, bro. They were telling me your eyesight is getting bad. It's gonna be super detrimental to you later on. Almost everybody in my family has severe eye issues, so yeah. But PRK, I recommend it. LASIK is very bad because you have to go and redo it. You know? What's the difference? So PRK, it's just a laser. It's a literal laser. PRK is like, maybe 20 seconds at most, I don't even know. They literally just shoot lasers into your eyes. It is a little scary. They do it Clockwork Orange style, I'll tell you that much. It's a little scary. There's a big machine. It goes in front of you. I was very scared when it happened. I was like, I was scared. Does it hurt? No. No. It's just scary. But with LASIK, you think that's scary, okay? You think that's scary. You know what LASIK does? LASIK, they cut into your eyeball. They cut into your eyeball with LASIK. I would rather take just lasers in my eyes than cutting into the eyeball. Okay? And not only this, PRK lasts until obviously you get old and your eyes just like go bad. But with LASIK, I think every 10 years you have to go back and get new things, so they cut into your eyes again. Yeah. So you have to go back and get LASIK redone. Or something. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I mostly know about PRK because that's what I got. But that's what I was explaining. 20 years or something. Yeah. See? It's freaking scary. Well, I think LASIK came before PRK because when I got PRK, they said it was new technology. So yeah. I've heard you can have LASIK stitches put. Oh my, Jesus Christ. Dude, I never want anybody to cut into my eyeballs. No. But I highly recommend PRK if you can ever get it. It is way worth the money. It was very expensive. It was very expensive. I think it was like, I don't know, 5K or 10K. I don't remember at this point because I paid it off. But it was the most worthwhile purchase I've ever made in my whole entire life. I talk about it very often, but I truly mean that. It was the most worthwhile purchase I've ever made. And it actually saved me a lot of money because my eyeglasses costed me a fuck ton of money. A fuck ton of money. Like every year, and sometimes I'd have to go back like a couple times. I think it was 5K. I think it was 5K. But yeah. The going to the eye doctors costed me so much. It costed me so much money. So in general, I would say I actually like am probably saving so much more money because I don't have to go back to the eye doctor because I'm fine. Yeah. So I don't know. I would say it's worth it. Yeah. In the long run, yeah. I do miss wearing glasses. I have because I look okay in glasses. People say I look like I've been told I look like Velma from Scooby-Doo, but I wear some for like fashion purposes at times. Do you still do eye checkups? Nope. 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 I do have fashion glasses. Yes. I have fashion glasses. I'm good. But that's what people used to tell me. When I wore glasses, they used to say as a joke. Yeah. I don't have... I don't think I look like her, but it's just glasses. If you wear glasses, you're this glasses character. Every time. Oh, you're just like this glasses character. Yeah. I personally think I look better without glasses, but I still think I don't look bad with them on. You know? I'm really glad my eyes are fixed, and me too. Thank you. I don't think I've ever been more appreciative of anything in my life. When I went outside and could actually see for the first time, like my eyes like kind of fully adjusted. I remember I think it was I like went to look at everything I could. Cause you can't imagine my whole life I couldn't see without glasses. You can see out of the corner of your eyes and stuff, but I think I read a sign and I think I welled up with tears. And it was a lot for me, and it was just crazy because I'm like, this is like me, like seeing, like this is me, like I can see this, like I don't know, it was really important to me. I was going through a lot of rough stuff at the time too when all of this happened, so it just made me realize I'm very appreciative of what I have. Yeah. Sorry, this is, with the jazz music, this is so sad. Oh, can you stop making, you're supposed to make me happy, streamer. Stop making me sad. Well, sorry. I don't know. I hope everybody can appreciate things as it is, you know? And it's like, oh, I don't have anything to be appreciative about. But like, oh, be happy your vital organs are working for the most part, really, sometimes. That's, I can't help but wonder how different life would be if we all jumped around like this while walking. Let's start it. This is the new movement. Yeah. You can put on circus music. True. You lost your hearing in one ear for a while, yeah? I'm so sorry. But yeah. I don't know. I guess I talk too much. I'll probably wrap it up here. This is real life movement tech. We gotta move like this. But this is basically skipping. When are we gotta go back to skipping. Yeah. But anyway, I'll call it here. Sorry for the very emotional and maybe annoying, maybe too much stream, but I really appreciate you guys too, and I'm appreciative that I can do this. I am. I'm very appreciative I can be here, and I'm appreciative I live in this moment sometimes. Even if I get depressed, even if I cry, even if I feel lonely and stuff, I am lucky to be living in this moment, huh? I hope you feel the same way too. But yeah, I need to make my fucking schedule, but I have to wake up for a fucking meeting tomorrow. But yeah. Thank you. Yeah. But anyway, good night-o. Dayo. And thank you guys so much for everything, always. And just for I will be home for Christmas. I'm just saying. So expect a Christmas stream. I will be home for Christmas. So yeah. Good night. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. And thank you all for coming, and thank you all for sitting with me, and sorry if this was too much or anything, but yeah. Good night. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Why is it, I gotta change the black and white. Okay, we gotta change this shit. Alright. Let's like, no. Hold on. We're changing this live, okay? We're changing this live. There we go. Perfect. Incredible. Fantastic. And you know what? And we gotta beautiful. wonderful Christmas. Amazing Christmas background. Tomorrow's ASMR. I'm gonna fucking see what I can do because I have a meeting. I don't know how long the meeting's gonna go. That's my only issue. I'm gonna do the ASMR, but like every single fucking time I try to like do something, it's like, well, you got discount. I'm like, fuck! Jesus! So, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I know, trust me, I'm not the most excited about it either. But, yeah, I know. But, thank you so much. Have a nice night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. And, yeah. Good night. Bye-bye. And, see you tomorrow. Yeah.